Hello students. We in our earlier lecture discussed about the genitive phrase and other phrases, noun phrases we have gone through already. Prepositional phrase that we have also gone through. It is our next phrase that we are going to see is that of a genitive phrase. Genitive phrase, as we have discussed, is also a noun phrase. We have already given the attention to this structure of the genitive phrase. First of all, we have to go through the function of the genitive phrase. Here you will find that genitive phrase functions either as a pre-modifier or as head in noun phrase. As we have seen, these are the technician's tools. So technician's tools is a noun phrase, but within that phrase we have genitive phrase, and it is the technician's tools. Technicians is the genitive phrase, tools is a noun. So in genitive phrase we have the technician as a noun with apostrophe yes. See, like this we have, so the function of the genitive phrase is modifier in the noun phrase. See, the next example we have to go through is that these tools are technicians. So here technicians is a noun phrase, it is also a genitive phrase. So if we go through the structure of the genitive phrase, we can easily find that in simple formula that genitive phrase is equal to noun phrase plus apostrophe yes. So this is going to be the structure of the genitive phrase. Okay. The next phrase that we are going to discuss is adjective phrase and adverb phrase. As we can compare with this noun phrase, adjective phrase and adverb phrase, it has a simple structure. This phrase consists of the same elements, that is modifier and head. These two are the heads or the functional labels that we can see are there. So it is very usual to have these such kind of labels, but it is unusual for them to have one more pre-modifier and one post modifier. So let us go through the adjective phrase. The structure of the function of the adjective phrase is just like a complement. Suppose the example will make you clear that the weather has turned milder. See, the weather has turned milder. Milder is a complement. It's a adjective phrase. Why it is adjective? Because er suffix is added. It is mild, milder, mildest means its comparative degree. That is what it is an adjective. The other aspect that it indicates the manner, the weather, manner of the weather. So the weather has turned milder. See, so this is complement. The subject is the weather, has turned is a predicate, milder is a complement. The weather has turned, but what? So we can expect that complement is used to complete the sentence. Adolphus likes his coffee very milky. This is also a complement and it is adjective. See, the subordinate phrase or adjective phrase can function as pre-modifiers in the noun phrase. See, in this sentence, the Mad Hatter took a very large slice. A very large slice is a noun phrase. A very large slice is a noun phrase. It is pre-modified by adjective phrase very large. So before noun slice, we have adjective phrase very large. So adjective phrase can function as pre-modifier in the noun phrase. We can only analyze modifier as an adjective if the adjective has one or more modifiers. The single adjective without modifiers in front of noun does not count as adjective phrase. If we go through the structure of the adjective phrase is an adjective. Of course, the adjective phrase is recognized by adjective. adjective phrase मध्ये adjective महत्त्वाचं म्हणून ते हेड आपण त्याला म्हणूया. सी सपोज pre-modifiers are also used, okay, or post modifiers may also be used, and these are indeed or enough. See, some pre-modifiers are also adverbs, means very, to, very, very, very tall, like this. See, the example that we will find here, very tall indeed. See, this very tall is an adjective phrase by modified by pre-modifier and post-modifier. So we have very as an adverb, as a modifier, tall as an adjective, it is a head. You will find here, see, and indeed you will find here, see, and that is indeed is also an adverb. So like this, very nice enough. So nice is an adjective, enough is adverb, nice is a head, and enough is a modifier. Rather too hot for comfort. See, rather is an adverb, too is an adverb, hot is an adjective, and for comfort is a preposition. This pre-modifiers of this phrase is rather, two, means two modifiers are there, and prepositional phrase is a post modifier that we see here. So like this, the simple phrase, adjective phrase we discussed. Now adverb phrase. Adverb phrase functions as adverbial in the clause. क्लॉजचे जे लेबल्स आहेत त्यामध्ये SPOCA, A stands for S for subject, P for predicate, O for object, C for complement, and A for adverbial. So adverbial is made of adverb phrases. So adverb phrase functions as adverbial in the clause. The structure. Now the structure of the adverb phrase is as such. See, the adverb phrase has adverb as head. adverb phrase मध्ये adverb हे head असतं. Otherwise, structure of adverb phrase is the same as that of adjective phrase. Adjective phrase सारखंच adverb phrase structure हे आपल्याला पाहायला मिळेल. Often, छोटी phrase आहे often. It's an adverb and it's head. Quite often, we have adverb, quite often adverb. But quite is a modifier, pre-modifier, and often is the head. Rather too quickly for comfort. Here, rather is a pre-modifier, too is a pre-modifier, quickly is a adverb, it is head, means quickly is the main adverb, for comfort is a post modifier. Quickly नंतर, हे नंतर modifier आलेला आहे म्हणून नंतर साठी post for comfort. So like this, more quickly than last year. It's comparative preposition than and last year. The noun phrase is used, or prepositional phrase is used after head quickly. That is what than last year is a post modifier. More is before, that is what we have seen, it is the pre modifier. So like this we have studied of phrase, that is adjective phrase and adverb phrase. Now the special attention needs to be given to the verb phrase and verb phrases. Why special attention is required, or why we have to study adverb verb phrase separately? Because they are, adverb phrases are made of typically different types of labels, or the category of the words are typically different. In what way? In what way they are different? See, because we can see that they are made of typically different word element. We have operator verbs, am, is, are, was, were, or modal auxiliaries we do have. At the same time we have is and was, are and were. Here both are, means both category of the verbs are of course operator verb, but there is the tense related aspect, and that is the capacity of the capability of the verb phrase that makes it different one. See, adverb verb phrases are to be distinguished between tenses, and that is what we have: tense verbs and tenseless verbs, tense clauses, tense phrases, tenseless phrases, tense clause, tenseless clauses. Why so? Because they are able to express whether the sentence, whether the word, whether the phrase is tensed, means with tense, or tenseless, means there is no indication of any such a tense pattern in tenseless words, tenseless phrase and tenseless clause. So like this we just need to go through these aspects of this verb phrase. So we have to concentrate on the tensed verb phrase because that has present or past tense. Structure, if we see the structure of the verb phrase in terms of these two kinds, we have to see there are two types of verbs. The verbs are operator verb or auxiliary verbs, and we have main action verbs that are main verbs. Auxiliaries, as we see when we try to remove them, are optional, but main verbs carry the main action word, so we cannot avoid, ignore main verbs. Okay, in this way we have the structure like this, means optional are in a curly bracket. See, like this: auxiliary, 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 main verb. So if we try to remove them, main verb is there that we cannot remove. But this is not anyway the whole story. We have to find them out. See, the verb phrase is here. Let's see. See, the branch might shook violently. The branch might shake violently. The branch had shaken. The branch was shaking. The branch was shaken. The branch might have shaken. 1, 2, 3. The branch might be shaking. The branch might be shaken. The branch had been shaking. See, the branch had been shaken. The branch was being shaken. See, the branch might have been shaking. The branch might have been shaken. The branch might have been shaken. The branch might be being shaken. The branch had been being shaken. The branch might have been being shaken. See, like this, if we go to the last composition number 16, we will find that there are modal auxiliary might, perfective aspect have been used, means have, has, had are perfective aspect, progressive aspect that we see are used here. So we will go through them. See, the progressive aspect, being is passive aspect, we have seen been, being. Okay, these are passive aspect, and main verb shaken, shake, shaken, shaking. Like this we have the main verb. So like this we have the four auxiliary might have been being. These four auxiliary that we can see are part of this verb phrase. See, in this particular table, auxiliary have particular special function. We have the four types of uh, say aspects of modal verbs. We have modal verbs, perfective aspect, we have primary verb have, we have progressive always with primary be, passive verb its position is always filled with be, and then we have main verb position that can be filled either by full verb, and we have one of the primary verbs that we see be, have, do. We can now explain that the verb phrase in more in detail are modified. This part makes modal auxiliary, perfective aspect, second, progressive, it comes next, and passive, it comes next before the main verb. So modal, perfect, progressive, passive, they are related to the kinds of meaning that will be expressed by the labels. Okay, so like this we have this particular part. If we go through the tense aspect, see the tense verb phrase and tenseless verb phrase that we can indicate here. See, here the tense forms are given here regular, y, third person vs form, other vo form, ved form, means past tense, present and past is indicated here. Regular, reach, reaches, reached. Irregular form means there is a vowel change. Okay, right, writes, wrote, sing, sing, sank. See the past form, put, puts, put, like this. Our primary auxiliary we have do, does, see did, has, have, had, yes form, has, have form, o form, vo, do form, that is have, past tense had, is third person singular, is, o form, am, are, past form was, were. In the same way we have modal auxiliaries also. In the same table we can have the infinitive form, it is tenseless, vi stands for verb infinitive. Reach, because it never indicate any kind of a tense. To infinitive also, to reach, to write, to sink, to put, like this. En form we have third form of the verb vn. Progressive is reaching. So like this: written, writing; sunk, sinking; put, putting; done, doing; had, having; been, being. So like this we have tenseless forms of these verbs. So we just need to go through this form. Okay, the new form infinitive is infinitive verb because we don't find anything finite in it. To all intents and purposes, infinitive is the form of the verb which has no ending, and that is what it is, infinitive. It is just like VO form. See, so like this we can see the class of the verb. The function that we can see is in this particular chart that you have to go through. Perfective aspect is VN form, progressive aspect is ING form, passive aspect is EN form. So, and followed by main verb. See, what makes this? If we want to construct a verb phrase with the structure of perfective and main verb, the rules of the table that comes must be has taken. If we want to construct more complex phrases like modal progressive and main verb, or modal passive or main verb, the rule will work as shown in this particular. See, may makes us be as a progressive. Telling means main verb. To use the telling, be needs to be used, and for be, may needs to be used. So, like this, may is a modal, be is progressive, and the progressive is expressed by main verb. In the same way, may is a modal, be is passive, but be en form is to be used by the main verb. So, be makes it compulsory for the main verb to express the en form. So, like this, if we have seen, if the verb is tensed, whether it's auxiliary or whether it's a main verb, we have to indicate tense plus. Okay, or if there is no tense, we can tense minus. Okay, so in this way we can go through the labels. And auxiliary itself, madad karno, it's also a function, itself is a function. So in most of the purposes it will be enough for us to give the modal auxiliaries or operator verbs as auxiliary because they functions as a auxiliary, and that is what we have seen in the phrases given below. The labels, functional labels, are given as auxiliary. See, yet it's is verb, it's a verb phrase, verb, it's a main verb. Is playing is auxiliary, it's a be form, so we can give the label. Must is a modal, m for model, it is an auxiliary form, means auxiliary is a functional label, main verb is a function, and that we see. The big V stands for main verb. Should be working. Should is a modal, auxiliary is the function, be is a be form, its function is auxiliary, working is a main verb, so we have capital V, and its functional label is main verb. In the same way, we have this type of things. Okay, so we have this different types of labels that we see. In one of the important aspect of verb phrase is that if we do not have any kind of a so-called operator verb, we definitely needs to think about which form operator verb that we can find there. Because these verbs in these tense forms are used in various operations, so such as making negative or forming questions. Okay, she can sing, she cannot sing. Here we don't have any problem. She is singing, she is not singing. Here also we don't have any kind of problem. She sang. Here, so we have to introduce the operator or dummy do. To dummy do comes to our rescue. See, sang is a past tense, so we can use the do form of did is a do form of past tense form of do. So we can use the do's form did because there is no operator verb and we can definitely make the negative. Bunter is my friend. Here, Bunter is not my friend. See, so like this, we can see, did not sang. See the example that she sang, she did not sing. So like this, we can see dummy do comes to our rescue, and then we can make the sentences negative. So for the students, you have to go through certain phrases, make them label, and work out on the ideas and criterias that are expressed in these videos. Thank you.